Hello everybody, Ragtag Sagvi here. Welcome to the next episode. In the last episode, we went and captured the fourth incarnated genie, Emerus. Was it Enamorus or Is or whatever her name was? Anyway, off screen I completed her Pokedex entry and as well as a few others, so let's check in with the professor. I see you've caught 18 Pokemon. Care to report? During my time filling out some of my Pokemon's Pokedex entries, I caught a shiny Cricketune. And as you can see there, it's got a fair bit of money. So let's read these Pokedex entries, shall we? Flies noiselessly on delicate wings. It has mastered the art of defying launching daggered sharp feathers from those same wings. Hails from the Johto region, though usually curled into a ball due to its timid disposition. It harbors tremendous firepower. When it wraps itself in thin strings of silk while it stores energy for evolution, it can extend its limbs and its movement is slow, but keeps an eye sharp lookout. Silcoon is always on guard. I'm pretty sure I've read Beautifly's entry. So let's get that shiny in the Pokedex. I'm pretty sure I've read you two. Mushroom lacking specimens of this Pokemon lies unmoving in the forest, leading the considerers to the hypothesis that the large mushroom is in control of Parasec's actions. Here we go. The imitation of Chansey keeps a round stone tucked into its belly pouch, and cherishes dearly. It gets along well with children and will sometimes play house with them for fun. Let's see, Flareon. Flames burn within a sac-like organ inside this Pokemon. When Flareon inhales, these flames grow intensely, reaching a mighty 3,000 degrees Fahrenheit. A bizarre item causes Pokemon to evolve. While it now exhibits many new gestures and expressions, its biology remains indescribable. Haven't finished on Bob Roach. Short-tempered and easily moved to violence, it whips up whirlwinds of sand to crush its foe's spirits, then goes in for the attack. Its hind limbs have become another set of wings. Crobat expertly maneuvers its four wings to dart are in exclusive fashion, even though most confine caves without losing any speed. This frightful malevolent spirit can okay, I think I've read this one. Petalittle, I think I've read. Slugoo, don't think I've read this one. A creature given melancholy. Given into melancholy. I suspect its metallic shell developed as a result of its mucus on its skin reacting with the iron in Hisui's waters. I believe it is Hisui's swampy terrain that gives Ursaluna its burly physique and newfound capability to manipulate a peat at will. This Pokemon evolved through the use of a strange item. Its body is coated with a steel-like powder and notably hard. Not even Diamond can leave so much as a scratch. Its tongue can extend and contract freely. It is capable of reaching lengths up to 10 times Licky's height. Beware of the saliva, as it contains its corrosive elements. Jesus. So this thing can literally melt stuff. Wields its long tongue defiantly, as though it were an arm. The Pokemon's various saliva, once it has been collected and boiled down, yields a strong but highly useful substance. A violent creature that fells towering trees with its crude axes and shields itself with hard stone. If one should chance upon this Pokemon in the wilds, one only course is to flee. Commands its subjects to build a hive. It will dispatch any interlopers who dare sneak into its nest and use them as nourishment for itself. Jesus. Oh, I haven't completed Roserade. I thought I did. Okay, I'm gonna have to work on Roserade later. Its tears is a lick sympathy for those who see them, but do not be deceived. This expression of body water is merely a physiological mechanism for keeping itself in good health. It emits a soothing aura from its ribbon-shaped organs. It wraps these appendages around quarters to instantly restore calm to the situation. The black orbs shine with an uncanny light when the Pokemon is erecting invisible barriers. The fur shed from its beard retains heat well, and is highly useful material for winter clothing. Appears where there is clean spring water. The fruits grow on the shrubs on its shell is sweet, nutritious, and truly delicious. That almost sounds like an ad. I suspect that its well-developed legs are the result of life spent on the mountains covered in deep snow. Where's there snow in the mires? The scent it excludes from its flower crown heartens those in proximity. Its body is strong and webbing. Okay, I think I read you. Overquill. Its lance-like spikes and savage temperament has earned itself the nickname Sea Fiend. It slurps up poison to nourish itself. This calm and gentle Pokemon can swim gracefully through the sea. After building up speed, it can leap out of the water. It's often misidentified as a bird Pokemon due to this behavior, and yet it's part flying type. 3 Magnemites gather to evolve into this Pokemon. The source of which is vexation on my part, as its powerful magnetism destroys my research equipment. Clods itself in the souls of comrades that perish before fulfilling their goals of journeying upstream. No other species throughout Hisui's rivers is Basilesion's equal. Possesses potential victims' shadows in an effort to steal away the victims' lives. If your shadow begins to laugh, you must take hold of a protective charm post-haste. Comes to those who lives have come to an end and escorts their souls to the afterlife. Known to mistakenly take souls of those who have yet lived. Known to mistakenly take the souls of those who have yet to have life left in them. Abertly rarely. Tests show that its cells closely resemble water molecules, which perhaps explains its ability to conceal its form while submerged. I believe the origins of the mermaid folk tale lies with this Pokemon. This Pokemon lives in volcanic areas. With each breath, sparks spurt from its mouth and nose. When Magby's in good health, the flames gain a yellow tint. Can be seen floating offshore during seasons when the seas are warm. Its azure body blends in with the ocean waters. Logic suggests that this is a defense mechanism against natural predators. Strikes its cavalcade fin against the swamp bed to shake the ground and startle its prey. It will then swallow the fleeing prey whole. People mistook this behavior as the cause of earthquakes. It glides soundlessly on its pitch black wings and sinks its fangs into the throat of its prey. It may look like a satisfaction once it has entirely drained its prey of blood. So it basically acts like a vampire. We've read Hisui and Zoroark. A most gallant looking creature. It emits energy waves and controls them with precision. Using them to sense even faraway beings, I have given the name Aura to this power. Its chick-like looks beheal its hot-headedness. It challenges its parents at every opportunity, desperate to prove its strength. Wields an arcane power which can emit the weather and even predict the weather and even people's thoughts. When bathed in sunshine, the scarlet orb on its bow glows and builds energy. It can discharge bursts of electricity exceeding 100 million volts. A single strike with this is the amount of power that would incapacitate one of the Kaparajas of my homeland. So he's either from Galar. So Laventon is either from Galar or he's from wherever Kaparaja originated. In close combat, its forearms afford its offensive and defensive supremacy. In but a blink, this valiant Pokemon can overwhelm its foes with more than 1,000 blows from its fists. The blades exuding its elbows are sharper than the finest swords. Its swordsmanship, albeit self-taught, is astonishingly impressive. And there's shiny Braviary. Screaming like a blood-curdling battle cry, this large and ferocious bird goes out on a hunt. It blasts its eggs with its shockwaves and then scoops up any prey that floats to the water's surface. This species reaches Sinnoh during the period known as the Ice Age. I suspect that Hisui's frigid climate is in harmony with Malmoswai's constitution, just awakening its hidden potential. This remarkable large-bodied Pokemon would have served beautifully as a borrowed scenery, for a garden. As its strength is peerless, Torterra roams the wilderness in search of clean water. Whoops. Abalug. The armor of ice coating its lower jaw puts steel to shame and can shatter rocks with ease. This Pokemon burrows through steep mountain paths, cleaving through the deep snow, basically acting as a plow. It lays curses by thinking wicked thoughts. Writings tell this Pokemon was born out of necessity of 5 scores and eight malevolent spirits. The dreaded being of willpower. Legends tell this Pokemon manipulating the will of its adversaries and turning them into puppets of its own. Jesus. This Pokemon is revered as the deity in the Hisui region. The birth of Dialga was what caused the vast river of time to begin flowing in our world. And for its origin form, the radiant light caused Dialga to take on a form bearing a striking resemblance to the creator Pokemon. Dialga now wields such colossal strength that one must conclude this is its true form. This Pokemon is feared as a deity in the Hisui legend. The birth of Pakria is what caused the walls of our world to disappear, creating a sky that spans infinity. It soars across the sky in the form that's greater resembles the creator of all things. Perhaps its imitation of appearance is Pakria's strategy for gaining Arceus' power. A curious item included this evolution. This Pokemon offensive capabilities have greatly increased, but the strangeness of its behavior has magnified in equal measure. This worries me. The sent few have ever cited this Pokemon. After studying what literature remains, I am certain that Togetic reveals itself in peace. It reveals itself when peace regains in the land. Known as the Bean of Evolution, I was about to say the Bean of Evolution, the Bean of Emotion, in Legends this Pokemon was feared, as any who showed disrespect would have their emotions thrown into disarray. Stories tell of this Pokemon being bathed from the boiling magma within Mount Coronet. Its molten steel body holds many mysteries. Cresselia is reminiscent of the crescent moon. It leaves a brilliant line of light in its wake as it flies across the night sky. I dare say it resembles the heavenly maiden who created the Milky Way. On a moonless night, a strange incident occurs in which every one of the village's inhabitants suffers nightmares. The villagers have to test that Darkrai appeared before them in these nightmares. A Pokemon feared but also respected for stealing away the memories of evildoers. I have records that suggest that Uxie holds domination over knowledge. According to the legend, Regigigas pulled the landmasses together and bound them with rope to create the continents of Hisui. Though I have my doubts, the story could contain a shed of truth. Alright, because I never changed Giratina to its altered form. Its altered form is not in the dex for some reason. Really? I never completed Kalava? Giratina loses its legs upon changing into this form. I believe this Pokemon must hail from a world where the heavens and the earth are as one, though I have no way of proving it. When it flies ice to this land from across the sea, the bitter winter comes to an end. According to legend, this Pokemon loves to give rise to the budding fresh ash of life across Hisui. Said to purify lost forsaken souls with its flames and guide them to the afterlife. I believe its form has been influenced by the energy of the sacred mountain towering at Hisui Center. Regularly basks in the sunlight to gain power, presumably due to the frigid climate. Nonetheless, the edges of the blade quill sets into its wings are as keen as ever. That was a lot of Pokédex reading. There's going to be a lot more later. A completed Pokédex at last. Though, in a way, you could almost call this a Donny Dex. And of course, you had your directive, didn't you? I recall the message you received when you first fell down to this land. Seek out all Pokemon, was it not? Seems you finally achieved that goal. So where must you go now? Why is the security corps guy talking? I can see his mouth moving like he's talking to me. Mount Coronet, the Temple of Sinnoh. You'll find nowhere else in all of Hisui closer to the heavens. You practically are among the stars up there, as if one with the very universe of all creation. What will happen there, I wonder? My scientific curiosity is possibly rolling, but, well, this isn't my tale of adventure. It's yours. This is for you and you alone to go, and find out. We each have our separate duties. Yours is to go to the Temple of Sinnoh, and mine is to give this Pokédex a jolly thorough read through. So now we can go to the Temple of Sinnoh. However, I don't plan on going to the Temple of Sinnoh just quite yet, because there's a few quests that I want to do, that's left to do, and a few battles that I've yet to do. So what do you got? Transparent mechanism. I believe that's either upgrade or dubious disc. The mysterious box. It's an upgrade. So yeah, the translucent item must be the dubious disc then. I thought that was the last Rotom item. I don't know why he hasn't sold it to me yet. Oh no, wait, this is the Rotom item. Oh no, wait, it's the dubious disc. Screw you. I thought it was the Rotom item because of how much it's sold for. Alright, let's sell off some stuff. Sell that all away. Now let's go and do some quests. As there's a quest in the City of Fieldlands I have been avoiding up till now. So let's go do that for this episode. Oh wait! Before we do that. Oh, there's a Gyarados outbreak! We want to go see Kogrita. I just remembered about her. Ah, you've caught Enamorus as well. And I pressed the button too quickly. Enamorus arrives in the Hisui region once winter has passed. Hence, the epithet of Herald of Spring. Her company, when I have the pleasure, is one of great help. She ferries me to Hitter, and Yo across Hisui. But I leave her in your care now. I suppose. In my care? Indeed, even you can hardly expect to live for all time. Surely, but she will be in your care, for now. Here, this is the reveal glass. If you use it on Enamorus and her brethren, they will assume different forms. So with this, we can make them change into their true forms. A looking glass that reveals the truth. Its mysterious mirror returns certain Pokemon to their true shape. You and Enamorus and her brethren have something in common. You all need to stir the pot of life. Do not mistake me. I mean this positively. Even straightforward, what's the meaning? What's the meaning would live there in living so long as we do? Once there was a god of field, and once there was a god of spring. Upon Hisui's winds it wielded, upon life to every growing thing. Was that how the old verse went? I have passed on to you all there is to pass. Where history goes from here, I leave to you, and your companions to see it through. So let's head back to Jubilife. I think in the next episode I'll show what their true forms look like, because we have a bit of time. So let's go to the Heights camp of the Fieldlands. And do this side quest that I've been holding off, which was added in a free update. So we meet here again. I've been hearing plenty about your impressive exploits. But of course, I always know you would impress us, ever since you dealt with that alpha Cricketune for me. I have led my hands full as well. I have no idea why, but Munchlax keeps running off in different directions. Munchlax, where are you off to now? I'm not sure what he's so focused on, but he just up and disappears without warning. Keep track of him, as he's been keeping track of him has been quite the task. What was that just now? It almost seemed to be responding to Munchlax. Your Arcphone is reacting to Munchlax and displaying his destination. It's pointing to Raminus Island. My, isn't this exciting? I wonder if we're about to see another strange phenomenon sweep across Hisui. Or perhaps I'm reading too much into things. Could I ask you to visit Raminus Island and try to shed some light on this new mystery? A new anomaly. So something new is happening in Hisui. Let's go check it out. So she's asked us to go to Raminus Island and check out what's going on over there. Let's see what's happening. What was... Oh, that's the alpha I was hearing. It's like, what was that cry I heard? Time to dive. So here we are in Raminus Island. Let's see if we can find whatever's going on. Okay, that's the Infernape I just heard. I'm like hearing all the alphas today. Seems to be the place Munchlax was interested in. Aw, how cute! Hisui and Soras. But in the Obsidian Fieldlands? Better report back to Mai about the Sora. Also, you can capture these, which I'm surprised they are aggressive. Oh, right, Hisui and Sora is always aggressive. I thought they were timid for some reason. Oh, shit! I forgot, even if you're in the air, they can still attack you. How did that not reach? How is that out of range? Finally. Yeah, let's take this opportunity to capture a few Soras for the Pokédex. How is this not hitting? Thank you. Got a few Soras. That should help with the Pokédex a fair bit. Let's just teleport back to the Heights camp. Report our findings. Done with your investigation. Please tell me what you found. A pack of Pokemon? That hardly tells me anything. What kind of Pokemon did you see then? They were Soras. The spiteful fox Sora? Well, you came across a rare Pokemon. I've seen them in the Icelands and before, but not here. So, was that it, Munchlax? You were curious about Sora? Well, this is unexpected. It seems there are two Munchlaxes now. But naturally, I would never fail to recognize my own Munchlax. It's you, right? Not the Munchlax next to me. Hey, the other one. Ah, it's a Sora. I love this. It just stares at her like, you couldn't tell me apart? So, it was Sora. How odd for her to appear in the Fieldlands. I only hope this isn't an omen for something unpleasant yet to come. As a precaution, it might be best for you to report this to your captain. So we have a new mystery upon us. In the next episode, we'll go back to Captain Silene and report what's going on. If you enjoyed this episode, do like the videos, it helps tremendously. Subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment down below on your thoughts on this episode and share the video so more people can discover my content and help the channel grow. I'll see you all next time. Later.